Hindi news has always held a very special place in the hearts of millions of readers and viewers across India and around the world. It is not just a way to get updates about what is happening, but also a reflection of culture, society, politics, economy, and the everyday struggles and successes of people. From the times of print newspapers to today's digital revolution, Hindi news has evolved in a remarkable way, connecting people with real issues, inspiring social change, and keeping democracy alive. With Hindi being the most spoken language in India, the reach of Hindi news is massive, crossing boundaries of states, cities, and even continents where Indian communities live. When we talk about Hindi news, we are talking about one of the strongest voices of journalism. The journey of Hindi news started with printed newspapers and magazines in the early days of India's independence movement. They were not only carriers of information but also tools of revolution. Leaders and freedom fighters used Hindi newspapers to communicate ideas, spread awareness, and mobilize the masses. Names like Aaj, Navbharat Times, and Dainik Jagran became symbols of trust, providing people with updates in their mother tongue. As technology advanced, Hindi news channels on television came forward in the 1990s, revolutionizing how people consumed information. Channels like Aaj Tak, Z News, and NDTV India brought breaking news directly into the living rooms of people. Instead of waiting for the next day's paper, audiences could now see and hear the news live. In the digital era, Hindi news has become even more powerful. Smartphones, social media, and internet connectivity have changed everything. People can now read, watch, and listen to news in Hindi instantly, no matter where they are. Online platforms like Jagran.com, Amar Ujala, and Live Hindustan have gained massive popularity. Even international platforms recognize the importance of Hindi, offering Hindi versions of global news to cater to Indian audiences. YouTube especially has become one of the biggest platforms for Hindi news consumption. Today, many news channels run their YouTube channels with millions of subscribers, bringing daily news updates, debates, and special reports in Hindi. Independent creators and journalists also use YouTube to present unbiased or alternative news in Hindi, which has created more diversity in information sources. Hindi news is not only about politics or crime but also about entertainment, sports, health, technology, and lifestyle. Cricket updates in Hindi are some of the most viewed segments online, especially during tournaments like IPL or World Cup. Bollywood news in Hindi attracts global audiences who want to know about films, actors, and celebrity lifestyles. Similarly, rural news, agriculture updates, and local issues covered in Hindi connect with the grassroots of India, where English-based media has limited reach. For many farmers, small business owners, and students, Hindi news is their only reliable source of knowledge about schemes, markets, and opportunities. The credibility of Hindi news has been a topic of debate in recent times. With the rise of social media and digital platforms, fake news and sensationalism have also increased. Many Hindi news channels are criticized for prioritizing ratings over truth, presenting debates in a loud, dramatic style. However, there are still respected Hindi news outlets that maintain journalistic ethics and provide fact-based reporting. Viewers today are more aware and often cross-check information before believing it. This shows the maturity of the audience and the responsibility that comes with the growth of Hindi journalism. Another interesting aspect of Hindi news is its role in shaping public opinion and influencing decision-making. During elections, Hindi news channels and newspapers become battlegrounds of ideas, promises, and criticisms. Political leaders give interviews in Hindi, knowing that it connects more directly with the masses. Whether it is a local panchayat election or the national parliamentary election, Hindi news plays a critical role in informing citizens and shaping democratic participation. Debates on Hindi channels often bring diverse opinions, highlighting not only political issues but also social challenges like unemployment, education, women's safety, and environmental concerns. The growth of Hindi news on YouTube is particularly fascinating. Unlike traditional television, YouTube allows real-time interaction with audiences through comments, likes, and live sessions. News stories in Hindi on YouTube often go viral, spreading quickly across social media platforms. Regional news channels also find YouTube as a cost-effective way to reach a wider audience beyond their geographic limitations. Independent Hindi journalists, too, use YouTube to build trust with audiences who prefer straightforward and honest reporting. With millions of daily views, YouTube has become a competitive space where Hindi news thrives alongside global media. The future of Hindi news is strongly tied to technology. Artificial intelligence, data-driven reporting, and personalized content will change how Hindi news is produced and consumed. Voice assistants, podcasts, and mobile apps in Hindi are already becoming popular, especially among young users who want updates on the go. Virtual reality and immersive storytelling may soon allow people to experience news in more interactive ways. However, the essence of Hindi news will remain the same: to inform, to question, and to connect. One cannot ignore the emotional and cultural value of Hindi news. It speaks in the language of the people, making them feel understood and included. A farmer in Uttar Pradesh, a student in Bihar, or a family in Rajasthan connects more naturally with Hindi news than with English broadcasts. It strengthens identity and promotes unity among diverse communities. This emotional bond is why Hindi news has such an unmatched influence in India. At the same time, Hindi news faces challenges. The competition for attention is tough in the digital world, where entertainment often overshadows serious journalism. Financial sustainability is another issue, as online content is usually free, relying heavily on advertisements. Maintaining credibility and avoiding bias are continuous struggles for many Hindi news platforms. But despite these challenges, the demand for Hindi news keeps growing, proving its importance in society. In conclusion, Hindi news is not just about headlines, it is about connecting millions of people with information that matters to their lives. It has grown from being a revolutionary tool in the freedom struggle to becoming a modern digital powerhouse on YouTube and other platforms. It represents the voice of the common people and continues to evolve with technology while carrying the weight of responsibility in a democratic country like India. For many, Hindi news is not only a source of updates but also a companion that reflects their language, culture, and identity. As the future unfolds, Hindi news will remain a vital bridge between